Good evening, everybody. Nice seeing you guys there, and nice being here too. Good evening, everybody. Nice seeing you guys there, and nice being here too. So I'm going to unfortunately just some minutes before we started, as I was trying to get a location where I will not be having noise. That was when I found that part of the slides deleted. Unfortunately, just some minutes before we started, as I was trying to get a location where I will not be having noise. That was when I found that part of the slides deleted. Wow. Before we started, as I was trying to get a location where I will not be having noise. That was when I found that part of the slides deleted. Wow. I'm trying to see why the echo. I'm trying to see why the echo. Okay, so please, you guys, let me know if you are here now. Let me know. Then we are going to start sharing, and we are going to start now. I actually booked for 2 hours, but I don't expect we will spend the whole of that time.
Hello, Prof. How are you doing?
Wow. Okay. I'm doing great. Thank you, my sister. You're welcome.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah. So
The echo
I
has
guess
stopped.
I
So,
guess we can.
yeah, this is Richard. The echo has stopped.
Sister Rita, I hope you are not hearing the echo, because I'm having echo here.
It has stopped. The echo
Okay,
has stopped.
the echo has stopped, eh?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So I guess now we can start. Okay. Good evening, everybody. So this evening, please, at any point you find any issue, anytime you have see any issue, then you can stop me. You can draw my attention to it. But I think I'm trying to find where I'm seeing the echo from. Okay. Okay, so let's continue here. I don't know what is Okay, good people. You are all welcome. The echo has stopped from my end, so I guess we can start. Sister Rita. Sister Rita.
Okay. Yes, I'm here. The echo is okay. The echo is gone, so you can actually speak.
Okay, yes, because I've closed that particular. Okay, I've closed that. So I guess we can start. Sister Rita. Okay. So good evening, everybody. We are this time now. I think I will later come back to. Okay, yes, because I've closed that particular. So our topic today is emotional intelligence the key to building your solid team in Longrich. So emotional intelligence, the key to building a solid team in Longrich. Please, as you are coming in, you can, if you are joining by Zoom, let me know. Then I admit you. Then if you have a question, you can chat. You can send me a chat. We are talking, but I just find that the Facebook is echoing from my end, so that's why I actually closed my own Facebook. So please, if you are joining from Facebook and you think you want to talk, I don't know, but it's okay. So now, wow. Okay. So my name is Professor Molaran Wabweze. I'm a professor of English and the Science Center Director for Benin Study Center. I'm also a Longrich VIP partner and as well as a stockist. Our topic today, like I said, is emotional intelligence, the key to building a solid team in your Longrich business. That's what we're going to be talking about today, because this topic, I was attracted to it when I read it up. When I was approached to actually give a training, I was looking at what is it that I think I can add and say that can add value. And this is one of the things I decided to do. So please, as I go, I'm also recording it on Zoom anyway, as I'm live streaming on the academy. So, but you are very free to ask questions as we go along. Now, we're going to talk about it because it's important that we do this, and we say that how it relates to our business is the issue that we have to focus on here. Now, let me start by introduction. Like I said, unfortunately, I was trying to relocate from where I was before to avoid noise. I don't know, I deleted about 3 slides, but I just pray I remember what I wrote in them and be able to bring them to light again. But it's okay. I did the writing, so I guess I can also speak to the slides. So now, being a long partner, the important thing we need to know, first and foremost, is that our business thrives best on team building. And because our business thrives best on team building, that is the reason why we actually need to know what ways we need to actually build a team, and then can be most beneficial to us. So truly to truly succeed and achieve financial freedom, or whatever your dream is to build a team, to duplicate yourself in creating leaders in your team. That is very key. So achieving this requires you to have a very important skill that we call EI, or some people call it EQ. So you can call it that emotional intelligence, or you call it emotional quotient. So just to talk about IQ, IQ is not always enough. IQ is not always enough. People talk about intelligence quotient. You can, like, somebody gives an example of somebody that's so brilliant, and he can be successful in his business and become a leader and all of that. But all of that can go down the drain just because the person doesn't have emotional intelligence. So, and that is why it is very important that we develop this skill. So our focus in the training is on how you can develop this important skill of emotional intelligence. Now, what is emotional intelligence? That becomes the next question. I'm actually building mine around the psychologist that even developed this particular concept, and that is Daniel Goleman. So he was one that developed this. Most of us have been used to IQ and all of that, but most people actually did not know much about this. And I also found this a thing that interested me, that I decided to say, okay, let me research on it. Nonetheless, he to acknowledge that it has been given different definition by different people. Now, from my own summary of the things I've read is to say that, from my readings, one could say it is the ability to manage our emotions and be in consideration of others' emotions, all towards the end of building relationships and making our work better and more effectively productive. That is the way I try to summarize and give my own definition of emotional intelligence, because it is it has to do with maybe what you call how we are relating. It has a lot to do with relationships, and that's what the next part tells us. So interaction is an important part of emotional intelligence. Being able to interact is very, very key to emotional intelligence. So we need to develop emotional intelligence. We need to be able to to find that if we are going to succeed, the business we are doing is a business of relationships. So that is very key. Hello there, people. Are we listening to me, please? Hello, Sister Rita. Hello, Sister Rita.
Prof.
Hello, please. Are we seeing us in our academy? Hello.
Hello, Prof. This is Yemi Ajishafe. I can hear you. I can see you.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. We are hearing you. You are going on well. Prof.
But what about I cannot see it live on the academy. That one is worrisome. It's supposed to be going on live too.
I think they will connect. I think they will connect and join.
No, I was seeing it before, but I cannot see it now, and it's telling me it's live.
Let me check.
Can anybody help us check and be sure, so that we don't just talk and then this thing is not working the way it should. It is very important that this thing should be.
Pastor Yemi, sir, please could you help us check the academy that is
that is streaming live? Because it's telling me something else there. That 12 minutes ago.
But it's live on Facebook, yeah?
It's live on Facebook. Okay. I've seen it now. I've seen it. Okay, good. So we can continue there. Now, like I was saying now, it's about relationships. Okay, good. So it's about relationships. So that is, and this our business is about relationships. So interaction is an important part of emotional intelligence. Be able to interact with other people is an important part of emotional intelligence, and this is what I want us to have at the back of our mind. You may look at it. The picture I actually gave is a picture of maybe a family relating and all of that. But the important point I want us to take in this is the fact that this family, they are not just a family, but you can see it's a family that is relating. It's a family where they are together. So, and that is the same thing with our business as a team. We have to be a family. So let us take note of that. Now, there are primary elements to emotional intelligence. Some people actually have they are giving about 4. Like what we have here now is one given by some people that is 4. They talk about social awareness, self-awareness, social awareness, relationship management, self-management, and all of that. Now I decided to follow. And it was accepted by Goldman to say that okay, it depends on the author how they are able to break it down. So I decided to look at the one that Goldman broke down to about 5. So he broke down his own emotional intelligence to about 5. And what are these? Is self-awareness, self-recognition. Maybe most people just mix up or put together the self-awareness and self-recognition. Then motivation, empathy, and social skills. And it starts from being self-conscious and being self-aware. That's where it starts from. When you say that somebody is emotionally intelligent, it starts from even understanding who am I. So this is where the first thing that the person needs to look at. Who am I? And what is the meaning of emotions? Why then? Because most of us are usually ashamed of emotion. When we talk about emotions, we just think of it in negative terms. We think of it as something bad. But this one, he said that for him, it is not something that is bad. So he was looking at, it's important that we know who we are, and from there we recognize the reality of these things that we feel. Then before we go to the other skills, but I'm going to discuss them at length and break them down. Like I said, I actually took about a bit of time, but is what do you call it now? The fact is that I also decided to break it down, but I just said let us look at this global picture of it first. Now, who is a leader with a high EQ? And this is the important thing now, because in Longrich, to be sincere, by the time you have signed up one person or 2 people, you have become a leader of that particular group. you have become a leader. So, and I say here that a leader with the high EQ have the features that we are showing below, and this feature are indicative of high EQ. Now we are going to go through them, because by the time you sign up people, for you to stand out, as you are seeing this picture, for you to be able to stand out, it is that you are having emotional intelligence. Someone was asking a question when we were in Abuja, and was talking about, oh, I have team members that do this, that do that, and they frustrate me. Now, the issue is this: you will get frustrated if you are not having control over your emotions. If you are not manage your emotions, you will not be able to manage other people. So, and this is what we are talking about. So now there is a breakdown of this into 13, and I've tried to put them into the different slots to group them, and let us see, we are going to walk through them together. Now think about feelings. Now the first thing is that you cannot run away from feelings. You cannot run away from your emotions. It is who you are. There's no how you say you have self-control, that you can ignore the fact that you are a human being that have feelings. Even God has feelings, and that's why the Bible says we should not grieve the Holy Spirit. Sorry if you're a Muslim here, but I will actually talk about what I can relate to. When the Bible says you could not grieve the Holy Spirit, that means the Holy Spirit, that Holy Spirit that seems so far away, it actually has feelings. So, and that tells us that if he has feelings, it tells us what? It tells us that we need to recognize feelings as being part of our reality. So you need to ask yourself some questions, which I've tried to put together. I don't know if I can find where I wrote them now. So you need to ask yourself questions like, okay, how does my current move affect others? Is it that when I'm feeling bad, what is the implication for my team? How does it affect? What are my emotional strengths? What are my weaknesses? Now, how does this relate or affect other people? Then what is that thing under that the way I'm feeling can actually reflect on other people? Is it because you're angry with your team members, you now tell all of them can go to hell? Is it because you are happy with them? That's the only time you now feel that, okay, I want to teach them. So these are things that we need to consider. Then again, under self-regulation, and that is first and foremost the first point under self-awareness. Then another point that you have now, another thing you look at it that now, if you want to, somebody said something, or somebody offended you, or somebody, whatever it is, you should first of all stop and think. And that, I put that under self-regulation. That is the only way you cannot say things. At times you feel somehow, but you should not say what you feel just at that moment. And that's why it's better to just calm down, wait first, and let time pass. Then you cannot say the way you say, okay, my friend, my sister, my brother, I am not happy about this thing you said, but please, let's move on. So you should pause or think, is it even worth it? So you look at those things by yourself. Then you control your thoughts. Now, where does this come in? That as a leader, if you let your emotions rule you, that means when you're angry, you will start destroying things, you start spoiling things, you will just get angry for nothing. And then, that is not the way to do it. So you control your thoughts. And again, in our thoughts, if we also understand that our thoughts actually rule our world, then it will also make us understand one thing, that at the moment you are feeling something, it may be because you have nursed it in your heart. And when you have nursed it in your heart, it's going to build up and build up and build up, and then you burst out. So these are the things that you will actually need to control our thoughts and not let our emotions be the one to control us. Then benefit from criticism rather than be offended by it. Oh, this one is a big one. Now, most of us, when we are criticized, it is normal as a human being, you feel offended. But then, why not look at it? Okay, what is it that I'm doing that is not right? Or what I'm doing wrong that is making this person to say this? Or maybe there's something I need to correct. I know, I know, like, my husband, most time, at times when he says something, I will just say, why are you saying this one is saying that? But at times I look at it, okay, maybe I am wrong in this area. And as a leader, it's not too much for you to say that, okay, if your downline say you didn't call me, did you check yourself? Really, are you not checking on them? So you ask yourself this. Then under self-awareness again, you need to show authenticity, and that means that you should be true to yourself and you should be true to others. As you're going to see that, like I think I did a video sometimes ago, and I talk about I talk about somebody being considerate of integrity, but there's a section where I'm actually going to also talk about it as an important part of it. So you're being aware of yourself is that you are you. You are you, but that doesn't mean you are inconsiderate of others, but be real. Be the person that you are, not the person you think that somebody will find acceptable. Let them know this is who I am. This is who I am. So that is very, very important. So you should be true to yourself. You should be authentic. Don't try to be somebody else. That's the point I'm making. Don't pretend. So that one is very key. Then I'm there on number 6 point. I put it under empathy. Now, empathy is that you should demonstrate empathy. That is, try and see from the point of view of somebody else. Try and see the issue. Don't just say that, no, this is the position I'm taking. Nobody else can shift me from there. You are not the rock of Gibraltar that nobody can shift. So for someone that has IQ, you just have to also be able to demonstrate that empathy to your team members. And you as a team member, you have to demonstrate that empathy to your leader. Now again, when we look at the next thing, I don't know, I hope you're able to follow the way I'm taking these things. I'm just taking by number rather than by columns. Now, the number 7 point, I said that you should praise others, and I put that under social skills. Now, it doesn't mean that, I'm not saying here that what we should do is to be pretending that somebody is good when they are bad. But the point is this, there's no how bad somebody is that there's no good part of the person. So why not focus on that good part and let that one be the thing that you are seeing and you are bringing out more and more. So the more we cause them to see this part that is good, the more they are likely to want to demonstrate it more. So this is the point I am making. Then give helpful feedback. Now, it doesn't mean now that people in your team will not do things that you don't like. So it doesn't mean that you will not see things that you don't like. But then, instead of criticizing them and like using this pull them down syndrome, what we are saying is this, that you should let the person know that what they did, okay, it is like this, but it could have been helpful if the person actually has done it like this. So then what we are talking, you play criticism in a more positive light. Let them see this thing as something they can do better. So, and this is what we are talking about. So this one tends to motivate them. And because I used to remember one thing, that when I was in the university, I would say one of the things, so I will not do anything that I don't like, that I think my parents will not like. You know why? Because I don't want to disappoint them. So because of that, because I don't want to disappoint them, I would rather like to do what is good. So for you, when the person does something wrong, but try and tell the person in a way that the person will not now feel so shamed. People that go and commit suicide, you know, the reason they do that is because they are so shamed that they just feel that nobody likes them. So we can actually say these things in a better way. This is the point we are saying, but let the person see the point. So it doesn't seem as if it is a pull down syndrome. This is what we are saying here. They apologize. It doesn't mean that you are wrong. It may simply mean that relationship is more important than being right. I remember I have a case recently. A friend sold things to me, and actually I found some of those things are not too good. Then I also found that some of the things that actually could offend me and could make me unhappy. But you know what? I told my husband something. I said, I'm going to pay this money. Now, not because I found that I found an average point of paying. I just feel that thing is not really worth, because by the time I look at how those things are expiring fast, it's not really worth that amount. But I look at it again that my friendship with her is much more important. It's much more important than the money. So I decided to pay. Till today, I didn't tell her that, but I decided to, because she got this thing from the sister for me. But I told myself, I said, the friendship for me is much more important than the money. So I paid. So at times, it's not because you apologize to somebody, it's not because you think you are wrong, but because you think that relationship is very much more important. So and that gives you peace of mind. That is just the truth of the matter. Then the number 10 point is that is under self-regulation. And what does it say? It says you forgive and forget. Now, if you do not forgive and forget, you know what happens there is that you will be a slave to that person. Don't let anybody hold your emotions to ransom. We are in human relationship, we definitely offend one another. But what you do is that when the offenses come, even the Bible says offenses must surely come. Let them go. Let them go. The world tomorrow is too big. It's bigger than now. Let them go. And that is very, very key to what we are seeing. Then let me see number 11 here. It says that keep your word no matter the personal cost. Now, this is what I was trying to talk about, being true to yourself. Integrity is key. If you are giving a word about something, at times it may not be convenient, but keep it. I always tell my people one thing in the World Changers chat room. When somebody say, "Oh, who can find the reliable Benin stockist?" I don't know this person from it. I said contact Prof. I was like, you are living your life normally, and people are taking notes. And that is why even when I had a case of somebody telling me, they said you should come and register under me, that your team is very good. And I said, there's nobody that will send you to me to come and register under me. Madam, you don't know what they are talking about. Go back and sleep over it. And by the following day, of course, she has a different story. Now, I told myself, a name that took me so long to build, how will I not just say because of 50,000 naira or whatever amount the person wanted to pay, I will use that to spoil my name? No, it is not worth it. So please, no matter the personal cost, please, that's your name, your word you are giving, keep it. They help others, help them. And again, I have a testimony about this. You will see many of us tend to meet people on Facebook, we register them, we dump them. That is not nice. That is not nice. I've had people dump on me like that. But it is part of it. It is part of it. You train them. Because sideline, whatever line they are to you in this business, you help them. One has had to mentor many people that they are uplines, register and dump like that. Now, what those does for your team is that it builds trust. They believe in you. They trust in you. They know they can rely on you. Now, if you have read Don Filer's 45-second presentation, this is also what he said by sponsor. When you say sponsor, that sponsor we are filling in our forms. It's not just that you put your name to be the one earning money and leadership bonus. It is that you are obliged to train this person. Now, when you are able to help others, it makes people to trust you and believe in you, and they will be ready to go the extra mile for you. So that is very important. Then the number 13 thing, I put that under social skills. Now, this is different from the first one I talked about. I think whether under number 10 or number 10. It's different from that. Here you are saying you protect yourself from emotional blackmail by others around you. Other people will want to say that they want to say, oh, you are this, you are that. See, understand the difference. When you are wrong, no, you are wrong. But somebody trying to manipulate you, that one is a different matter entirely. So being wrong and being manipulated, there are two different things. So know the difference. Don't let anybody manipulate you. So that is also important. So now being a Longrich team lead, what is the implication? It makes you to stand out. If you have high EQ, it makes you to stand out. So you need to learn to apply all this to your team building. That is the whole essence of this training. That when you look at each of these things, then by the time you are able to sign up somebody, you need to position yourself using all these skills we are teaching above to be able to train the person, mentor the person, be the leader for the person. So the mindset helps you get ready to lead your people. Now, it doesn't mean that because you sign up only one person or two people or three people, oh, now that I am not a leader. No, you are already a leader because they're under you. So it helps you to stand out and succeed. Once you take charge of your team from the beginning, it helps you to stand out and to succeed. You don't have to have 500 people under you before you can be able to lead people. So it is a mindset. It's a mindset thing. It's a mindset thing when you understand it from the beginning. Now, so let's look at this. How do we relate this to our business? So the Longrich business is a business of building teams. So to be a good leader, it requires you have emotional intelligence. And I've already shared with us the elements that makes you to be somebody that have high EQ. So the reason is this business is a business that is voluntary. You are not the boss to anybody. You are not anybody's boss. And it is not a boss-subordinate relationship. So you can't force anyone to do your will. So you have to lead people. And I always give the example, I always tell people that being a leader and being a ruler, they are different things. They are totally different things. You can be a leader if you're a good follower. Bossing it around people will not make you to build a team. And when you have this quality we have identified above, it will show you that you have high emotional quotient. So being a leader is important in this business. When you understand this basic thing, that people came to you voluntarily. They came to you that they want to do this business voluntarily. So you are not their boss. So let's understand that. So when we understand that one, it helps us a lot to be able to manage people. So when we want to apply the 5 core elements to your business, how do you do it? Understand that feelings are real. They are who you are. You have feelings. You can be hot. You can be angry. Don't shy away from it. You have feelings. You should recognize that. Understand that other people too have feelings. And so sympathize with them. Recognize that they have feelings. So if you understand that, it will help you to move to the next stage. Now, for your team to work for you, for your team to be ready to cooperate with you, it means that you have to be the person motivating them. Don't be the person that is discouraging them. You should not be a wet blanket, but an ignition to them. You should be an ignition to them. Now, empathize with them. Now, this is important in this. There are times in this business, you have been making efforts, you have been trying to get people to sign up, and your team, people in your team, they are trying. Don't not tell them, oh, you people, you are not doing anything. You're not doing anything, that's why the team is not. No, it is not true. They may be, all the efforts they are making, it may not yield result. But be their greatest cheerleader. Be the person encouraging them the most. Be the person telling them, if other people can do this, you too can do it. Instead of seeing only that they have not brought enough PVs. I remember somebody telling me that, I said, tell your leader to help you do this thing. He said, no, the only thing my leader wants is PV. I said, wow. I don't understand that. The human relationship is first and foremost what you need. Of course, the PVs will follow. So effective social skills are therefore important. So these are important for successful interaction with human management. You cannot manage people you don't believe in, that don't trust you. You cannot manage them because they will not follow you. So this is very, very key for our business. Now, all this I've said, am I saying now that you have to suppress your emotions? That if you're angry, you should pretend that you are not angry. If you are happy, you should pretend that you are not happy. No. All we are saying is this: understand your emotions, process them, and use them positively. That is very key. Don't let us go into that of thinking that we are going to be pretending. No, don't pretend. But don't also become an explosion that will scatter everywhere because you're angry. Don't also become a person that people can trample on because you are easygoing. Learn to manage these things and find the middle point. This is what we are saying. So developing care and sustaining your team. How does this work for you? Sorry, I heard that some people are waiting in the waiting room. Okay, so what are we saying here? You need to keep practicing emotional intelligence in order to develop them. So to develop it, you need to keep practicing it. You must take responsibility for your emotions. Now, what am I saying here? It means that you cannot blame someone else. You cannot hold someone else responsible for the way you feel or how you react to situations. Whether you're angry and you start to scatter everywhere, it is in your power. Whether you are what's it called now? Whether you cannot, what we are saying is you just have to be responsible for the way you feel. You just have to accept responsibility. You have to accept that, yes, I am a leader. And when I'm angry, yes, I will let them know, but let them know intelligently. When I am happy, yes, I'm happy, I will let them know. And then when you are offended, yes, you cool down, you now tell them, please, this thing that you did, though, I am not happy about it, though, but let's move on. So you have to take responsibility. You cannot sit down there and be blaming somebody else for the way you feel. Like I said, unfortunately, some of the slides deleted, but what did I say there? The key thing that I was saying in those particular one is that you are to, sorry, please. You are to let us train a team. Now, what is the meaning of this? All these things we are learning, we are to let the new generation know it. As people come into your team, let them replicate yourself. You are replicating yourself by teaching them to be intelligent in their emotional operations, so that it is not as if it dies with you. Yes, you are in this training today and you're able to learn all these things, but is that the end of it? No. It means that people after you, you train your team to have this etiquette of integrity. You train your team to be able to be trustworthy anywhere they are. I always remember that our leaders tell us things like, oh, they should know our team for this or for that. And that means what? It means that within our team, people can know that, okay, we are people of integrity. We are people that are reliable. We are people that are trustworthy. We are people that are accountable. We are people that, yes, we can be. I mean, when they say this, they find it like that. So, and we are people that have self-control. And this is what we need to train our team. And that is replication for me. Because when you have high emotional intelligence, what does it do for you? What it does is that it makes you a leader that is true, a leader that can build, and a leader that can move the team forward, and a leader that can be trusted. And that is what we need to develop in ourselves and in our team. I pray that this night I'll be able to add value. Like I said, unfortunately, about 3 slides, as I was just moving the computer, about 3 slides just disappeared. But I think I'll be able to say all that I actually have written. So if you have any question now, I'll be ready to take them. I think I'm going to open the Facebook page to see whether there are comments that people make. Okay, yes, I remember now the important thing that these important slides are actually deleted. Okay, I've seen where I wrote those things there. So now the skill that you need to learn to be able to develop this emotional intelligence, you need to continue to practice. You practice this emotional intelligence until you are able to master it and becomes part of you. Now you acknowledge that about your emotion that they are real. I have said that you differentiate, analyze your emotions so that you can see what they are and relate. Then you are able to reflect on your emotions. You are able to reflect and think them through. Then you are able to also handle your emotions. You do not deny them. Write them down. What do I feel? What is this thing about? Then you are also able to handle the emotions of others and respect them. And then you are able to train the next generation. And I think I've mentioned that. So this is all I have for us tonight. I'll be ready to take our question. I'm going to also open my own Facebook page now and see what comments we have there. Thank you very much. I really thank you for your attention and your time this night. God bless you. Now, like I was saying now, it's about, I'm going to also open my own Facebook page now and see what comments we have there. Thank you very much. I really thank you for your attention and your time this night. God bless you. Now, like I was saying now. Okay, so questions time, please. Thank you very much. I really thank you for your attention and your time this night. God bless you. Like I was saying now. Okay, so questions time, please. No questions. Did we understand what we said?
Hello, I said, Prof, thank you so much for what you just I was really impacted with what you the lecture you just gave now. Okay. At what Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said the lecture was, I was greatly impacted.
Okay.
Both times emotions are things that a lot of us, do not take notice of, and which you just highlighted is so important for our business. Now, I have a question. I know that this will also encourage a lot of some of us. How do you manage a downline that is so difficult? A downline that doesn't see the good you're trying to put, you know.
I didn't get that, Sister Rita.
I said, how do you manage a downline that is very difficult? A downline that doesn't see the need for you to help him or her, because you've talked from the angle of the leader, knowing our emotions and all that. But then you also have the other aspect, the other side of the coin, whereby you have downlines that you're sincerely trying to help out, but they don't see the they just cannot see the help you are rendering to them. For example, okay, an upline that that this downline, if the person, what the downline needs at this particular point in time is, you know, the downline is maybe very weak in prospecting, and you're trying to encourage the downline along the areas of this particular weak areas that you have noticed in the downline. But at the end of the day, the downline is not ready to cooperate with you. So how do you handle them? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, my sister. Okay, let me take that. I don't know, maybe while we are waiting for other people's questions. You see, the thing is this, you can't actually force somebody to take help. And this is why we say that unfortunately I don't just know how those lies, because I actually outlined those things there. If somebody said I don't need help, and you now say you want to force the help on the person, I don't really know how that one can work out. You can explain to the person. I know in my team what I try to do, I try to tell them the way I grew is that I learned. And I'm sure maybe Brother Chris and my leaders then, they were wise to just put me in all those chat rooms. For me, I was asking questions. But then if you have someone that said I don't want to help, I think I don't want to be helped, I think you can just continue to talk to the person, because you can't force anybody. I remember when this PV hot something was going on, and people are saying this. One reality about this business is nobody can do you anything. If I say I want to do Longrich today, I say I not to do again by force. You can't force somebody. So we need to recognize that. But when I mentioned the issue of leaders, I also mentioned that even as you can't be a good leader if you're a bad follower. That's the truth. You can never be. I've understood that people that will be good leaders are people that are ready to listen and they will be ready to learn. But when someone is not ready to learn, he will be a bad follower. But the reality about this business is this, that you can't force anybody. So you can pray for the person, going to talk to the person, going to encourage the person, and let them see that you are only trying to help. You are only trying to help. That's what you can do. But to say that you can tell the person that you are insisting, no, there's nothing you can't do it. That's just the truth of the matter. You can only come to talk, encourage, and let them see, and just trust God that they will see it and they will adjust to it. So that's just the best I think you can do actually. To say you want to force to the person, you actually end up quarreling with the person, and that will not make you look good in front of your people. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, Sister Rita. I don't know whether I'm able to answer your question or you're not satisfied with this thing.
Yes, I understand you perfectly. I understand the angle where you're coming from.
Okay.
But what I'm also trying to say is that there are some times that we really cannot avoid them in this business.
You really need
At
to.
every point in time, can you hear me, ma?
Yeah.
Okay, I said, something. I understand where you're coming from, but
Okay.
sometimes in this business, one cannot really. Sometimes you meet a lot of them like that, and we need to be able to handle them, even as we are growing the business. You know, um, like you said, God will help us. We need to work at their pace. You know, I will use a practical example. When Dr. ID, SD Dr. ID, when I
Okay.
first started the business, I just wanted to use products. I just wanted to use just the pie cup. And but she could see more. She could see more in me. She could see that there were so many things I could do, on the platform. But she took her time. She took her time to make sure that I saw those stuff. I saw what she was seeing in me.
Okay.
And but then on my own side, I remembered that there were times. One thing I never used to do, and I never do to my upline, is I never refuse their calls. I Even if I don't agree with their instruction at that point in time, I go back and I think about it, and I know that at the bottom of it, whatever it is to make me better. You understand? So but a lot of downlines sometimes may not be able to see it that way, and sometimes you need them. You say, oh, you know that if they can take this step like this, there is a way that it will come out better for them. And but like you said, you really cannot force um downlines to do what they need to do. We need to be patient with them to ensure that they begin to see exactly what you need them to see. And I think that that's the only way that the business can grow. Once again, thank you for this exposition and display. I really got value for it. Thank
Okay. I really appreciate that. So anyway, the only thing I can say also is this. You see, the society that we are in is I don't know how to put it. Maybe the kind of training some of us had. You can't really. We are trained as academy, so to force somebody to do something is difficult, because I will rebel if somebody starts forcing. That's just the truth. I will rebel. But when you tell me the reason why I need to do that thing, I will see reason for you. Even as an academic, I may just look at you, just be wasting your time, that you are just saying your own thing. I'm not interested, and you can't force me. That's why I brought myself. It's not by force. So, but at times, maybe when people get military and all of that, it's okay. When one important thing I said then is the issue of trust. As a leader, when they know that you sympathize with them, you are seeing their reason, you can understand their situation, then it makes it easier for them to trust you. And then when they trust you, they will believe in you. When they believe in you, they will follow you. So maybe then they will not say, okay, you're not trying to. You see, some people, I think even the title has given some example that somebody is saying, so that the other can qualify for something. That's why they want me to do this. Because they don't understand. You understand what I'm saying now? When they
you.
understand their business, it will be easier. But if they think that it's just because so that you can qualify for something. But the thing about this our business is this: it is helping people to qualify for their own thing that helps you to qualify for your own thing. Abi, am I correct, Sister Rita?
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
just the
yeah.
truth of the matter. So it is them seeing that big picture. Is that they are seeing? Is that what you need to actually focus on? But when they think that what they are doing is for you, then of course they'll be resistant. But when they see it for themselves, I think it will be easier for them to follow. And I always say one thing again: a bad follower will actually become a bad leader.
You're
Yes,
right.
because
Right.
you have emotional intelligence and you are able to actually follow your leader, and you yourself, you are able to reason and understand the situation of this person. You see, God has a way of making sure that you're also rewarded in the same manner. That's just the truth of the matter. That's just the truth of the matter. So is but it is not giving up on the person. It's letting them see that thing. That one me I try to teach my team that it is your business. First and foremost, If you're able to balance your leg to qualify for a trip, if I cannot balance my leg, can I qualify for the trip? Yeah, the PV accumulates to me, but it doesn't pay me as long as my own leg is not balanced to qualify for that thing. So that if they can understand that, I think that they're working for themselves. Eventually it pays you because you're able to now work with all of them on your 3 legs and it qualifies you. But that person, let them focus on their qualifying that you are helping them to. I think that one we have. But the truth is this: human relationship is like that. Human relationship is like that. The clashes and all of that will come, but how we handle it determines some of these things. Any other question, please? The Facebook people are not asking questions, though. I'm not seeing questions, though. Facebook, I'm just saying you are just saying you are getting value. I'm not hearing your questions, though. Okay, somebody is asking questions. I said I also need to understand that I also need to understand that people came to me voluntarily to join my business. Being their leader doesn't make me their boss. Okay, thank you. You are just echoing what I said, Kuseme. Okay. Okay, good. So if that's the case, then thank you, everybody. That means we are okay. So it means that we can now go. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. But please don't hesitate to still ask your question. If you still have questions after now, you can still ask questions. Thank you so much. Sister Rita, thank you. Pastor, everybody, thank you. I guess
Thank you.
God bless you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you for the value you passed.
Okay, thank God if I'm able to add. Thank you so much. God bless you, everybody.
Okay, bye.